well. I'm waiting for the circle of doom to present itself, or not, as the case may be. Who knows what's going to happen? Um, is it happening? It might be happening. I might be live. Hi, how are you? It's Wellness Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. I hope you are well. I'm in my study, as you can see, and it is super, super messy. But I guess that is a good thing and a bad thing. It means I have been busy packing and dispatching my books all over the place. And I woke up to a barrage of beautiful photos this morning sent to me from London, and people holding their books all about London and the UK. And that was super awesome. And I've had time this week to go around and hand books in person to people that have bought them, as well as post them broader in Australia. So it's been brilliant. And I've had a very strange day so far. And I thought I would start my live sharing a little bit of that day with you, and also to give you an update on my dog food challenge. So this morning, I got up early, washed my hair, and did my makeup, and got dressed again to go and well, let's put it this way. A press release was sent to the local news channels, and they expressed interest in covering my story. So yesterday I got dressed up and I turned up at the bookshop where the news channels had been told to expect me. And then the mayor released a budget yesterday. So the news channels went to hear all about the budget. So I got dumped. And then today they were told that I would be at the bookshop again and they could turn up. And I got all dressed up again and went to the bookshop and I got dumped. But what was funny and slightly embarrassing at the same time is whilst the lady that's helping me was checking that the news channels were going to either come or not come, I had a coffee and I was standing in the street, and I saw the news crew pull up near the bookshop. And so, but I had had a message to say, it looks like, they can't come, we will reschedule. So I went over and I said, oh, are you going to the bookshop? And they said, no, we're going in here. That was kind of embarrassing because I thought they were there for me, but they were there for someone else. So, but that just goes to show life doesn't always go as you planned. So I adapted, and my mum was on her way to meet a solicitor about my grandma's will. So I was able to go and be there to support her instead. So that was nice. But my toddler this morning, so she's 2.5, and she refused to get dressed. She wouldn't get dressed in the house. She wouldn't get dressed in the carport. She wouldn't get dressed in the car. She wouldn't get dressed in the car park at daycare. And she had decided that the clothes that she wanted to wear were in her backpack in her daycare room. So it's not really in my mission to get my child dressed in the car park at daycare, nor to carry her into daycare wearing her knickers and her nappy. But because she was adamant and tearful and beside herself with the fact that she needed to wear the clothes in her backpack, I decided to capitulate and carry her into daycare in her nappy and her knickers and, all dressed up. And I swear, since I launched Mindful Mums Queensland in October last year, that there is a candid camera following me around, waiting for these precious moments when my toddler makes a fool of me or challenges me in ways possible, and someone is waiting for me to kind of lose my stuff and have my own hissy fit. So we carried her in. I took all the clothes out of her backpack. I put them on the floor. She then chose a t-shirt at least, and then one of her beautiful nursery ladies helped me and put on her pants so I could actually leave and go and try and meet up with television crews. No matter how organized, prepared, professional you are, children will push your buttons and challenge you and cause you to rethink your day many times over. And on Saturday morning, when the news story broke in the bulletin about my book, and there was amazing coverage of my, not just the book, but obviously a little bit more broadly about my life, my 5-year-old woke up with a vomiting and diarrhea bug, and she vomited frighteningly for about 2 hours. And it was during that time on Saturday morning I thought I'm going to have to take her to the hospital. So rather than, have my sleep in and my day to enjoy the paper and to have dinner with my friends, I then was obviously going into fix it, nursemaid, paramedic mode, and just to look after her. So it obviously it's upsetting when these things happen, but it also makes me smile a little bit now, because I laugh about the fact that no matter how great things feel, or how how much energy you want to be giving to certain things. When you're a mum, life is a new perspective, because you put things on hold in order to attend to the needs of your children at any given moment. And so your chance to kind of to shine or to revel in any form of attention for yourself is often put to the back burner very, very quickly. So I was standing in the car park today with the boot up, with my little one standing in the boot, trying to convince her to put some clothes on, and trying to negotiate with her that we couldn't actually walk into nursery naked with our knickers on. But she wasn't having a bar of it. And I was thinking to myself, where is my mindful moment in all of this? Anyway, I did find a mindful moment, and I can laugh about it later. And I did then get another coffee and go into town, and to be stood up today again by news crews. But I can't complain about the media coverage I've had thus far, and the social media support that I've had from all over the world. So I'm grateful and very blessed to be able to share my gift, which is my book. It was a gift to myself, and now I'm delighted to share that gift with others. So yeah, I'll update you on my dog food challenge, which is in front of me, so I cannot forget it today. So number one was to get my books in 20 bookshops around the world. So I might have to say bookshop/retail spaces. So my book is now live, available in 5 retail spaces. That's 3 soul bookshops, a well-being shop, and a beauty salon. So that's awesome. And I completed now the paperwork for Australia's independent bookshops to stock my book, and that my book will be promoted to all independent bookshops in Australia this week in a newsletter. So I did all of that paperwork yesterday, created an order form, created a little sales blurb, some imagery, and sent that off to Leading Edge in Sydney, who is going to help promote my book to all of their independent bookshop members. So that's fantastic. And internationally, I've boosted my book through Ingram Spark, who are promoting my book to all their global retailers, 36,000 bookshops. So who knows, little by little. I also was contacted by a few friends over the course of the past week, one who lives near Byron, and asked me when I'm doing my book signing in Byron, and that she's going to take my book and ask her local shop to stock it. So that's exciting. And if you want to support my mission, I have the order form. Just drop me a message and I can send you the one pager, which you can share with your local bookshop or your local retailer. That would be fantastic. Thank you. So the second one was to do my regional roadshow with my books and health and wellbeing talks for women. So yesterday I created the format of the health and wellbeing talks. I've started now putting that information out to various spaces. So for example, women's only fitness centres, as well as libraries and various other things. And I'm going to start marketing those roadshows more actively in the next 2 weeks as the school holidays end and restrictions start lifting further where we are. So that's cool. And number 3 was don't be afraid of success. So even though I can laugh about the fact that 2 days in a row I've been stood up by the news crews, I'm not disheartened. I will keep pushing on, and I will not be afraid to show my face. And it's funny because on Sunday I went to shops, and this young woman in her 20s said to her boyfriend, "Look, that's that lady from the newspaper." So that was hysterically funny for me because I'm not used to being recognized in that way. And yesterday evening, when I was out for my run, I bumped into a neighbor who had a copy of my book. And, I ended up jogging on the spot for about 10 minutes talking to her about it. So that was lovely to be able to see people when I'm out running and get their feedback about the book. So it's been a brilliant week so far. It's not over, and I feel very grateful and blessed to have this chance to share my work and also to balance my professional life, my family life with my purpose and my passion. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a super awesome week and you are well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.